Hi everyone, and welcome to hi to my subscribers on YouTube. Fantastic stuff. What am I here doing this video for? Well, on this video, what I'm doing is I'm doing a promotion of Violet Friday, and Violet Friday is our property extravaganza, and that is on the 27th of November. And what we're going to be doing there is I've got 5 speakers lined up, 5 fantastic content givers. The first one is Valeria Romano. And she's done tons of refurbs and renovations of property in Italy until about 2014, and then came over to the UK and has been doing them in the UK ever since. And she's doing a session, a 45-minute session on spatial interior design and or spatial and interior design. I've seen this session before. I've been on her workshop and it's fabulous. So it changed some of the ways we look at colour, everyone, because she's all about spatial design, interior design, and using colour to create different types of space to maximise rent, to maximise profit on the rentability of a room or a house, or the saleability of a project once you finish. So that's Valeria. She's on first, and then Jim Langford is our property family surveyor. Now Jim has got over 20 years experience in property, and what he doesn't know about property you could write in the back of one hand, I would think, or a stamp or something. So Jim is going to be talking about bigger projects, planning them from before, during, and after the project. So he's going to be doing that 45 minutes again, 15 minutes Q&A session afterwards. Then after Jim, we've got Kit Peterson. Now Kit's been with me about 3 years, helped out a ton of my one-to-one clients into getting them finance, getting them funds for their projects, buying them houses, or getting them finance to buy houses. And Kit is wonderful because he spends the time, takes his time with the client, makes sure he gets the background, makes sure he gets the right product for the project, and then gets them in with the right lender. Because there's an open market trade broker now. His session is going to be on limited company mortgages because it's there was a kind of advice. Oh, my Siri's just gone off. I'll just turn my Siri off. That's a bit weird. Right, turn off Siri. So his session is going to be on limited company mortgages because the gold advice a few years ago was put all your property into a limited company, and while that worked for some, it wasn't good for everybody. So there's upsides and downsides. So he's going to go through all the upsides, all the downsides to limited company mortgages. And then we've got Azu, a feature, and Azu and me have crossed paths numerous times in our property journeys and careers. And he is an IT background and became interested in property after reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, as a lot of us did, because it talks about leverage and about the rich dad was the business person, and the poor dad was actually the governor of education in Hawaii, which is where the book's based, on Robert Kiyosaki's Growing Up. And he read that, did a bit of training, got into properties, now got a portfolio of rent-to-rents and trades deals, and we've run a sort of parallel business to him. He's on the South Coast and I'm in the Midlands, and we've crossed paths a few times now, or quite a few times in our journey. A lovely chap, and his session is on is Facebook Ad Manager, and it's about getting leads into your business, from motivated sellers, or getting them from investors that could buy your deals or fund you on your next deal or be a JV partner. So fantastic session. I've actually seen this session before delivered, and it is brilliant. It is one of the best out there. So that'll be a cracking session. And then last but not least is Nazar Ahmed. And he's a serial entrepreneur, is Nazar. He's got a portfolio of HMOs in London, but he's actually based in the Midlands. He got into online marketing in 2008, which is an odd time to get into it because it was just before the crash. And he's been doing it ever since. But his 45-minute session, is on that number one enemy of entrepreneurs, which is procrastination. And so he's got some cracking procrastination killing tips to go through on his 45-minute session, plus 15 minutes Q&A. And in between each speaker, I'll be going through a property caffeine boost or a caffeine shot between each speaker. Keep us on track and keep us online. If we're behind time, then I'll miss it out. If we're ahead of time, then I'll do it. But I look forward to seeing you on the 27th. There'll be a link in the comments. By all means, feel free to join me. Feel free to ask questions. It's a Zoom room. I'm sure you're used to them by now. And you can put your question in the chat box, or you can put your question live on your mic. That's totally okay. It's from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5. We aim to finish at 5, but if we run over a little bit, it won't be a disaster. But I look forward to seeing you, and I'm your host, Mark Ianson. I'll be running the event and the day, making sure we keep to time, making sure I'll be monitoring the chat box all the way through the day, so make sure that everyone gets their questions answered of each speaker. In case the speaker misses a question because they're concentrating on their content and delivery, then I'll make sure everyone gets their questions answered, and I'll ask after during the 15-minute Q&A at the end for you if we miss it. So I look forward to seeing you. That's Violet Friday on the 27th of November. It's a property extravaganza. Why the Violet Friday? Well, I want it to be all-inclusive. That's the only reason. So all you do when you click on the link is put your name, email and phone number. There are no funnels, no fancy funnels to make you buy something else. There's nothing to divert you. There's no 14-day trial. It's click on the link, put your name, email, phone number in there, and it sends you a thank you thing, or it says thank you for filling in the form. I've then got your email and your details, and then I'll mail you out the link to the room, and then you can join the room at 9 o'clock on Friday morning on the 27th. So my name is Mark Ianson. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a fantastic day.